The conflict between Iran, Israel, and the United States has entered a new and dangerous phase as reports have emerged claiming that Iranian air defense systems have shot down multiple American aircraft during ongoing military tensions in the Middle East. While these claims are still being analyzed and verified by various sources, the possibility that Iranian defenses have successfully targeted advanced U.S. personnel or allied aircraft has captured global attention and raised serious questions about the next stage of this conflict. For years, the skies over the Middle East have been dominated by advanced Western air power. The United States and Israel operate some of the most sophisticated aircraft in the world, including stealth fighters, long-range bombers, surveillance drones, and electronic warfare platforms. These systems were designed to operate in hostile environments and evade enemy defenses, but recent claims from Iranian sources suggest that their air defense network may have successfully challenged that dominance. According to Iranian military officials, several unidentified aircraft were targeted after entering contested airspace near strategic military sites. Iranian commanders stated that air defense batteries were activated immediately once radar systems detected incoming aerial threats. Within minutes, surface-to-air missile systems were reportedly launched in an attempt to intercept the aircraft. Iran claims that multiple aircraft were hit during the engagement. Some reports suggest that wreckage may have fallen in remote desert regions or offshore areas. However, independent confirmation of these claims remains limited, and U.S. and Israeli officials have not publicly confirmed the loss of any aircraft. Still, the claims alone highlight how intense and unpredictable the current situation has become. Iran has spent decades building and upgrading its air defense capabilities, especially after years of sanctions limited its ability to acquire advanced fighter jets. Instead of relying solely on aircraft to defend its airspace, Iran focused heavily on developing a layered network of radar systems, missile batteries, and mobile launchers designed to detect and intercept incoming threats. This network includes both domestically developed systems and imported technologies. One of the most notable systems is the Russian-built S-300 air defense system, which Iran acquired several years ago. The S-300 is capable of tracking multiple targets simultaneously and engaging aircraft at long ranges. In addition to the SASP-300, Iran has also developed indigenous air defense systems such as the Bavar-373. Iranian officials often describe this system as comparable to advanced Russian platforms, although the exact capabilities remain a topic of debate among military experts. What makes Iran's air defense strategy particularly complex is its use of multiple overlapping systems. Long-range radar stations detect potential threats far from Iranian territory, while medium-range and short-range missile systems are positioned to intercept aircraft that approach critical infrastructure or military installations. Mobile launchers allow Iranian forces to relocate missile systems quickly, making them harder to target during air raids. This layered approach is designed to make it extremely difficult for enemy aircraft to operate freely in Iranian airspace. However, the United States and Israel have extensive experience operating in heavily defended environments. Both countries have developed advanced tactics to overcome air defense networks, including electronic warfare, stealth technology, and precision strikes designed to disable radar systems before aircraft move deeper into contested areas. Stealth aircraft like the F-35 are specifically engineered to reduce radar visibility, allowing them to approach target without being easily detected. These aircraft can carry precision-guided weapons capable of striking air defense systems from a safe distance. Electronic warfare platforms can also disrupt radar signals, confuse missile guidance systems, and create false targets that make it difficult for defenders to identify real aircraft. Despite these advantages, air defense systems continue to evolve. Modern missile batteries can track targets using multiple radar frequencies, reducing the effectiveness of some stealth technologies. Newer systems also integrate advanced software that helps operators identify and track even low observable aircraft. If Iranian forces did manage to damage or destroy aircraft during recent engagements, it would represent a significant development in the ongoing military standoff. Such an event would demonstrate that Iran's investment in air defense infrastructure is paying off and that operating in the region carries greater risks than previously assumed. But the situation is complicated by the fog of war. During active conflicts, both sides often release information designed to influence public perception. Governments may exaggerate successes or downplay losses in order to maintain morale and strategic advantage. This makes it extremely difficult for outside observers to determine exactly what happened in the skies during any particular engagement. Military analysts typically rely on multiple forms of evidence to confirm aircraft losses. Satellite imagery, debris analysis, eyewitness reports, and official statements all play a role in verifying such events. So far, none of these sources have conclusively confirmed that American aircraft were destroyed. However, the possibility cannot be dismissed entirely. The Middle East is currently one of the most heavily militarized regions in the world. Multiple countries operate advanced air defense systems, fighter aircraft, and missile technology capable of engaging targets across vast distances. In such an environment, even the most advanced aircraft face potential threats. Meanwhile, tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States continue to rise. Recent strikes against Iranian military facilities triggered retaliatory actions that have expanded the scope of the conflict. Missile launches, drone attacks, and cyber operations have all been reported in recent weeks. Each new development increases the risk that the confrontation could escalate into a broader regional war. If aircraft were indeed shot down, it could prompt a significant response from the United States or Israel. Historically, the loss of military aircraft during conflict has often led to intensified operations aimed at eliminating the air defenses responsible. Such responses typically involve coordinated strikes designed to destroy radar installations, missile batteries, and command centers. These operations are known as suppression of enemy air defenses, or SEAD. During SEAD missions, specialized aircraft use anti-radiation missiles that lock onto radar signals. Once the missile detects an active radar emitter, it guides itself directly toward the source, destroying the system and creating a safer path for follow-on aircraft. This tactic has been used extensively in conflicts ranging from the Gulf War to more recent military operations. If SEA operations were launched against Iranian defenses, the skies over the region could become even more contested. Both sides possess advanced missile capabilities, and the proximity of military forces across the Middle East means that any escalation could spread quickly. Another factor complicating the situation is the role of regional allies and proxy forces. Groups aligned with Iran operate across several countries in the Middle East and have access to drones, rockets, and other weapons capable of targeting military installations. If these groups become more involved, the conflict could expand beyond the immediate confrontation between Iran, Israel, and the United States. International reaction to the situation has been cautious but concerned. Governments across Europe and Asia are closely monitoring developments, particularly because of the potential impact on global energy markets. The Persian Gulf remains a critical transit route for oil shipments, and any disruption in the region could affect economies around the world. Diplomatic efforts are also underway to prevent further escalation. Several countries have urged restraint and called for renewed negotiations aimed at reducing tensions. However, achieving meaningful dialogue in the midst of military confrontation is extremely challenging. Trust between the parties involved has been severely strained, and each side views the conflict through its own strategic lens. For now, the reports of aircraft being shot down remain part of a larger narrative unfolding in real time. The truth may take days or even weeks to fully emerge as investigators analyze satellite data, radar logs, and other evidence. What is clear is that the balance of power in the region continues to evolve. Air defense systems are becoming more capable. Stealth technology is advancing, and both sides are adapting their strategies to counter each other's strengths. This dynamic environment means that future engagements could look very different from those of the past. As the world watches the situation closely, one thing remains certain: the skies over the Middle East have become one of the most contested and dangerous arenas in modern warfare. Whether the reports of downed aircraft prove accurate or not, the escalating tension between Iran, Israel, and the United States highlights just how fragile the current security landscape has become. The coming days will reveal whether this confrontation stabilizes or moves toward a more dangerous phase of conflict. Until then, military forces on all sides remain on high alert, prepared for whatever developments may come next.